Hello, viewers. Welcome to Great Team. My name is Hansen Ime John, the founder of Great Team. A man that has been sent to build and develop and to bring up a system that will give us 100% working system in the environment. Not only on the environment and also in our present days. We, the leaders of Great Team, the Great Team is a team of leadership that come up together to form a body, how to build, train, develop, bring to a certain stage of leadership that an individual can grow. And that is why we always have a message for you. Try your best to visit our channel, our YouTube channel, subscribe, and follow up in all the videos we play online. We have a lot of motivational video scripts that will keep you up going, build your life, bring you to a successful end. No matter the level of leadership you find yourself, as a father, as a director, a directress, a pastor, a political leader, we all have a message for you. And once you put all this in place, you follow our YouTube channel, please try to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel that will keep us going and you'll be blessed. Now today, we have a very wonderful caption and topic to discuss that you need to stay till the end and listen what a good leader, a family man, needs to do and to keep your life moving. So we have a lot of challenges in leadership in the world. People that are not qualified to lead, to be in a stage of leadership, are coming up on board to destroy what others have managed to put in place. Leadership has techniques. Leadership has skills. A man without skill cannot be a successful leader. It's just as a father that cannot provide to the family. A father that does not have skill cannot be a successful father. A man that does not have skill, he does not have wisdom, he lacks self-control and self-management, cannot be a good husband, cannot also be a good father. Likewise, leadership. People jump to certain stage of leadership unprepared, and that is why we have a lot of leadership casualty problems here and there in the environment. Leadership would have been a very simple thing to follow. As far as you have the strength, you have the skills, you have the techniques to follow. At the end, you become a successful leader. Who is a leader? Leadership can find in any levels of life. It's not just until you're voted from. But may I come back to yours that we in the black set of life, we lack techniques, believing one day we'll get to story building without making a steps. Leadership comes gradual by gradual, and wherever you find yourself, you must train, you must follow, you must practice, you must support others. If you are in life without supporting others to grow, supporting others in certain one stage or the other, it's difficult for you to become a successful leader. You must create a system and follow up the system. Well, once you create a system, follow up the system, grow with the system, you get to a certain stage. Leadership is stage by stage. But today, we praise three key needs that every leader family needs to do. And this is always what I use in my discussion. The system of the Chinese become one of the powerful techniques that every man must do. Certain years, so many years back, Chinese were beaten and eaten by poverty. And after they are eaten by poverty, they came out and said, what can we do to grow? Along the stages of this, the Chinese came out with trade theory. And they said yes. And when they came out with trade theory, the theory worked for them. And after they have put all these things in place, Chinese today become a successful place that other Western world are rushing to learn from them. But may I tell us today, if a family, a government of any levels, follow this, there's no too much way to talk about job creation, that you don't have job creation, youth are jobless. Well, once you follow these three principal techniques that I'll bring to our table today, you become a successful leader. You become a successful husband. You become a successful family man. You become a successful leader when others would like to follow. Number one, a good leader must have a plan, three sets of plan. Plan for 3 years, plan for 1 year, plan for 10 years, and plan for the future. When you have a plan for a year, plant seeds. You have so many types of seeds to plant. Many families run into poverty. Many nations run into joblessness because they do not take note of planting seed. Seed looks so common. You may think that it's just a common seed to plant, but remember, an economic seed can put a lot of food in your table that will make you so enjoyable. Plant seed. When you plant seed, the seed that you plant, you have a plan for a year, plant seed. Then when you have a plan for 10 years, plant trees. What type of tree? We talk about the economic tree. Economic tree like the oil palms. Economic tree like the coconut. Economic tree like the cashew. Economic tree like the guava. Economic tree like the mango and orange. These are part of the less economic tree that you can see. And when you have a plan for 10 years, you plant tree. This economic tree can provide job. This economic tree can provide money. This economic tree can provide food for the table. And the plan for 10 years that you have, some of the economic tree will start yielding fruit from 3 years onward. And between 3 years onward, you start selling your fruit. Making preparation to keep the money before the budget of 10 years you have. You have already gathered more than enough money to use on that project. Now, lastly, where we have a challenge in our nation, challenge in other places, comes in this. When you have a plan for the future, develop man. How many men have you developed? Some leaders in our community come out and shout, make noise and this. The question is, how many men did you develop? In the churches, how many men did you develop? You cannot become a successful leader without developing the people. And that is why you have leadership crisis wherever you find yourself. In the organization leadership crisis, in the church leadership crisis, because a lot depends on ready-made. Ready-made that you have not developed will crash you down. But once it's a ready-made, what you have planned for, you become successful. Today, I believe I'll be able to convince you that a good and a qualified leader must do these three things.